Good morning, and a warm welcome to your show, Sunny Mornings, Venice Beach. I'm your host, Melissa, and it's Monday, July 6th. You'll be interested to know, 141 years ago, today in 1885, Louis Pasteur administered an experimental rabies vaccine to a boy bitten by a rabid dog, marking a bold medical trial that followed his laboratory work on germ theory and immunity. The successful treatment represented a milestone in preventive medicine and established the concept of vaccination as a life-saving public health tool. So now you know. And now, it's time for the Surf Report. This morning, it's looking clean with waves at 2 to 3 plus feet. Conditions will remain fair as the day progresses, holding around 2 to 4 feet until the afternoon. Winds will shift onshore, starting at sideshore at 3 miles per hour, increasing to onshore at 10 miles per hour by late afternoon. Best time to ride is at 6 a.m. with a 2-foot outgoing low tide, when the southwest swell is 2 feet at 16 seconds, and the offshore wind is 2 miles per hour. The first low tide on Monday will be 1 foot at 8 a.m., followed by a 4.5-foot high tide at 3. The nearshore buoy at Santa Monica Pier reads 70 degrees for the water temperature. Conditions remain consistent with 3+ feet surf and clean conditions on Tuesday. Wednesday sees a slight swell increase, bringing 3 to 5 feet waves and clean faces early before shifting to fair conditions later. Thursday holds steady at 3 to 4 feet, with clean waves in the morning, but choppy conditions develop by afternoon, making it less favorable. This morning, there's patchy fog, and it feels like 68 degrees with no wind. The sunset will take place at 8:08, and it will rise again tomorrow at 5:49. It looks like we're in for some patchy fog before 11 a.m., then mostly sunny with a high near 69, accompanied by a light south breeze, around 8 miles per hour. If you're inland, it will hit a high of 72. Tonight, expect patchy fog after 5 a.m., along with partly cloudy skies and a low around 63, with light winds around 8 miles per hour. Looking ahead in the weather, Tuesday starts with patchy fog before 11 a.m., then turns mostly sunny with a high near 71 and a south wind around 10 miles per hour. Wednesday through Friday remain mostly sunny with highs near 71 to 72 and mild nights in the mid-60s. Bonjour, food enthusiasts. This podcast is brought to you by Versailles Cafe and Pastries in Encinitas. Nestled on El Camino Real South, just north of Encinitas Boulevard, this cafe is a haven for culinary delights. Indulge in their amazing Eggs Benedict or their gluten-free crepes. You can grab a panini for lunch or just breeze on through to get your morning coffee. They are open every day from 8 to 5. So stop on by and don't forget to tell them Sunny Morning sent you. In local news, California is launching a new $3,500 instant rebate program for first-time electric vehicle buyers, stepping in to fill the void left after the federal government eliminated its $7,500 plug-in tax credit. Governor Gavin Newsom and state legislative leaders have agreed on a budget deal that allocates $135 million toward this new electric vehicle incentive program. The discount will be available immediately at purchase to buyers and lessees, rather than requiring them to wait for a tax credit. However, strict price caps apply with qualifying new electric vehicles not exceeding $50,000 and used electric vehicles capped at $25,000. Now on to sports. England midfielder Jordan Henderson suffered a really bad wrist injury while celebrating his side's dramatic World Cup last 16 win over Mexico, manager Thomas Tuchel said. Henderson appeared to land awkwardly after falling from the advertising hoardings following England's 3-2 victory and was pictured leaving the pitch on a stretcher. The 36-year-old Brentford midfielder's World Cup has been limited to a 6-minute appearance at the end of England's Group L win over Panama. "It looks really bad," said England manager Thomas Tuchel on BBC One after his side's win. "The doctor told me he is in hospital." In local sports, the Dodgers are looking to bounce back tonight at Dodger Stadium. After dropping yesterday's finale to San Diego 5-2, LA hosts the Colorado Rockies at 7:10 to open a 3-game set. Eric Lauer takes the mound against Kyle Freeland in a matchup between two crafty left-handers. The Boys in Blue won 3 of 4 against the Padres and sit at 59-32 heading into tonight. Dodger Stadium's dimensions favor left-handed pitchers, and Lauer should have the edge on the mound. Colorado's coming off a rough stretch and walks into one of the toughest environments in baseball. First pitch at 7:10. Meanwhile, there's serious buzz building around a potential Aaron Donald reunion. After the Rams acquired Myles Garrett, chatter emerged that the legendary defensive tackle could come out of a 2-year retirement. Donald himself reacted Friday with a wide eyes emoji when social media highlighted the possibility of pairing him with Garrett. There's a growing sense within the organization that a Donald return will happen later this offseason. He and Sean McVay have stayed in communication since his retirement after the 2023 season. Training camp doesn't report until July 25th, so there's still time for a decision. If it happens, LA would have 2 defensive superstars on the same line heading into 2026. In top news, 7 countries in the Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries and its allies plan to increase their oil outputs modestly next month, bringing more oil online as fuel prices have fallen to levels not seen since before the United States and Israel's war with Iran. On Sunday, OPEC Plus announced that these countries would expand oil production by a combined total of 188,000 barrels per day in August. The participating countries are Saudi Arabia, Russia, Iraq, Kuwait, Kazakhstan, Algeria, and Oman. The group stated that they will continue to monitor market conditions and reaffirmed the importance of a cautious approach. In business news, Germany's savings and cooperative banks are rolling out crypto trading to retail clients, wiring Bitcoin into the apps of institutions that hold roughly 80 million customer relationships in a country of 84 million people. The Sparkassen serve about 50 million customers, and the cooperative banks another 30 million. Both groups dismissed the asset class as too risky just 4 years ago. According to Bloomberg, both groups are building in-house services rather than steering clients to outside exchanges. Easy Bank's main crypto platform already runs inside the VR banking app, offering Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and Cardano. DecaBank is building an equivalent product for roughly 340 savings banks, with a phased launch later this year. In crypto movement, Bitcoin is up 6% over the weekend to about $63,000. Ethereum is up 15% to just under $1,800. And XRP is up 11% to $1.14. Moving on to a more local vibe. In our community spotlight on health and wellness, we are working with a national Pilates studio to bring you some free classes, so listen up. Check out Club Pilates, with several locations in the San Diego area. Pilates presents a comprehensive wellness approach, cultivating strength, reducing tension, and elevating mental well-being. Scientific research affirms its benefits. So now you can check out Club Pilates for a free class, with locations in Encinitas, Solana Beach, Oceanside, La Jolla, and more. Just be sure to tell them Sunny Morning sent you by. And now, back to the show. Let's talk tech. Some of the nation's wealthy are allowing artificial intelligence to teach their children instead of using traditional schools. They are investing tens of thousands of dollars for their kids to become beta testers for unproven technology. Companies like Forge Prep and Alpha School are charging families significant amounts to provide AI tutors and interactive workshops. Sean Johnson, a venture capitalist from San Francisco, plans to send his son to a $75,000 per year Alpha kindergarten. Concerns arise over the lack of evidence that these AI-guided schools are enhancing educational outcomes. Additionally, the exclusion of hot-button social issues from the curriculum raises important questions. And in entertainment news, Idiocracy is the film that best captures the American experience, say readers of the New York Times. When asked to choose the best American film ever made, many cinephiles might select The Godfather. However, when the question shifts to which film most definitively captures the American experience, The Godfather ranks second. The New York Times recently posed this question on the country's 250th anniversary, and 3,000 respondents most frequently mentioned the lesser-known 2006 film Idiocracy. This science fiction film envisions the United States as an anti-intellectual dystopia, featuring Terry Crews as President Dwayne Elizondo Mountain Dew Camacho. According to the Times, some commenters expressed sadness over their choice, connecting it to their feelings about the country today, with several describing it as a documentary. The wrestling connection gained relevance when former President Trump hosted a mixed martial arts fight at the White House last month. Former Representative Adam Kinzinger remarked on X, saying, "If anyone defends Trump saying there will be a mixed martial arts fight on the White House lawn, never listen to them again." He compared it to idiocracy with an equally foolish president. Meanwhile, The Godfather remains in second place. Well, alrighty, folks, it's time for the quote of the day. And today, our quote comes from the French philosopher and writer, Voltaire. And he said, "The art of medicine consists in amusing the patient while nature cures the disease." And that's a wrap for this morning. You can check out our Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok for some captivating aerial videos with local news and the surf reports. Have an amazing day, my good friends. We'll see you tomorrow with another episode of Sunny Mornings Venice Beach.